Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. It's going to be the second game of this best of 3 series, YSL round robin qualifying on for the best of 8. Let's just restart this. And yeah, game 1 was rather interesting. I think it was more outsmarting your opponent than it was outplaying, but I guess outsmarting is also counted as outplaying. Maybe. Who knows, but what exactly happened? It was weird actually. I liked Fly's idea, because most orc players generally don't expand, don't think about prolonging the game. They just want to be as aggressive as possible. They want to try and force things. They want to try and take their chances, try and make something happen, and either win the game narrowly. I think most orc players have won games rather narrow, rather too close for comfort, I think, as far as I remember. But or on the other hand, lose really horribly because things did not work out, or the Blade Master was just a little too weak, or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, I like what Fly's adaptation was. He wanted to expand, he wanted to go into the late game. Interesting enough, which I hope gets implemented, even though this was played around April. I hope it is implemented sometime, because I know it still hasn't been nowadays, is the Troll Witch Doctor warding the bases of your opponent. Obviously it's much more beneficial to ward against a human player because he has multiple bases, but yeah, just warding really early on, because wards give a ton of vision and it lasts for a very long time, and I really felt like that was a very smart decision, although Fly's reaction to what he saw was probably not as good. He didn't get as many raiders as I would have preferred, and he went Troll Bat Riders, which was honestly not as strong as it turned out to be, because Infi outsmarted, I guess. He outsmarted me, obviously, because he went triple Dragonholt Riders before he went triple Griffins, and that secured the control in the skies. So yeah, basically just won against his opponent very well. Interesting turn of events here. We are going to have the standard start from Infi, but it does look like Fly wants to go for the Farseer. He did pick up two peasants so far. He is looking for a third, but his wolves will die rather, or at least one of his wolves will die rather quickly. Resummons right there. We do have Infi at level 2. He did take out the Rock Golem camp once again. Another map that is really good for the humans, because they can start at that Rock Golem camp with minimal ease, or minimal difficulty. Minimal ease sounds rather dumb. But he didn't get that good of an item. He got Scourge Bone Chimes. He might keep that for the early stages of the game, because he does have a lot of footmen. Obviously his militia also benefits from it as well. And he is going to be facing a lot of early harassment, because Farseer, who can also be a rather farmy kind of hero, I think benefits more compared to farming through harassing. Even though, I mean, I don't know. I would say he's very situational, but he's kind of not. Was very lucky he got that Overseer, or got that Warden with just a simple auto attack. Anyway, Elemental, Overseer was able to pick it off. Elemental would have given the Farseer level 2. Let's see how this will turn out, because the Archmage is ever so slowly creeping to level 3. And level 2 Elementals will obviously provide way more than level 1 Spirit Wolves. Feral Wolves, are they called? At level 1? Spirit Wolves. Yeah, I'm trying to remember now. It's Spirit Wolves, Dire Wolves, and Shadow Wolves. Anyway. Footman. Obviously a Grunt will still be able to win a one-on-one against Footman, even though the Footman does have the Vampiric aura. Footman just have like way less health, and I guess the sustain is just not as much as being almost 300 health below. Overseer is going to be claimed by Fly. Fly did get himself that level 2, so he did get himself probably his Chain Lightning ability. I can't imagine him getting Farsight because I don't think he would be that desperate for it. But there we go, Turn Chieftain coming out. So it is going to be confirmed. Chain Wave is very much intended and desired. Usually, on a very small percentage of chance, Farseers are not accompanied by a Turn Chieftain for some reason, and it is kind of understandable. I mean, like, relying on such a gimmicky, combo-ish kind of strategy is not too great, I guess. It's probably not as reliable as the Nova Coils from a Lich DK, because that combination is certain to pick up way more kills than a Chain Wave will. But Chain Wave is there just for the amount of area effect it can deal. So let's see how this will turn out to be, because Chain Lightning is available, and we have yet to see the Turn Chieftain's first ability. It does not look like an aura was picked up, but very early coming in from Infi. He wants to be aggressive. He is going to get himself a Beastmaster as his second hero, and he's going to benefit from a lot of piercing damage. The Turn Chieftain is looking very, very low on health. There we go with a final shockwave before falling to Infi's Might, or I guess you can call it something like that, and Turn Chieftain dies at level 1. Rather unfortunate that the Chain Lightning was not able to be followed through, and instead wolves will be coming out, but as you can see, die very quickly compared when they're facing up against 2 cool beasts and 1 or 2 elementals at the same time. Does look like our double sanctums for Infi. Does not look like he wants to go and expand. He did go keep first, and instead of compared to last game, he wants to finish this game rather quickly. Despite not having such a dominant unit composition, because Priest Sorceresses is not that, how should I say it, quick. It's not quick of a play compared to like Griffins and Dragonhawk, right? Because as soon as they come out, it's usually a game decider. But if Priest Sorceresses come out, that might be around for a little while. Until like Spellbreakers come out, and then that's where like a solid army is formed. Anyway, Ivory Towers have been placed down, pretty spread out as well. A little surprised that they're placed all the way down there, because I believe buildings still draw back from the 50% chance of missing when attacking a target uphill. But anyway, we did have another shockwave coming out. It didn't deal that much damage because it was only level 1, and the Turn Chieftain is nowhere near level 2, which is rather unfortunate, because I think War Stomp would have been a rather good ability to try against this grouping of units, but I'm pretty sure the Endurance Aura will be picked up as the second ability anyway, because I don't think the TC can afford to use all his spells. There we go with a good shockwave as well. Very much like the Panda, shockwave is good for anti-building situations, as you can see right there. I don't think we had a chain wave simultaneously just yet. I don't think the Farseer has gone out for a Chain Lightning either. He did hit level 3, and unfortunately he hit it before he summoned his wolves, I think. So we'll not be able to get those dire wolves out unless he got himself level 2 Chain Lightning, which I find rather weird, because he has still yet to toss out another Chain Lightning. There we go with those dire wolves. So they do have I believe, is it 15 or 20? Or it could be 10, I don't know. It's some sort of percentage of dealing critical damage. And let's see, will we have that coming out? Those wolves are attacking a fair amount, but there we go, there's a crit. It didn't deal as much as a Blade Master per se, but you know, once their Shadow Wolf forms come out, then they'll be able to do a reasonable amount of damage. Anyway, more wolves coming out, being resummoned. The Farseer halfway to level 4. Meanwhile, the Archmage is about a quarter away from level 4. So, see the levels discrepancies right there. Compared to the Turn Chieftain and the Beastmaster, surprisingly enough, the Turn Chieftain does have a little bit more experience compared to the Beastmaster, despite dying early on. Ensnare's going on, and where did Ensnare go? Oh, it went on to a priest. So the main targets are those casters. This is generally where the chain wave combo is the strongest, ideally against human play, because this is before the spellbreakers come out, and needs to just benefit more from that. But unfortunately, the spellbreakers are starting to be produced, and we have yet to see a chain wave deal incredible amount of damage. I mean, the shockwaves do a lot, but without the chain lightning to just add a little more. It's just missed opportunities, I think. Either way, this Rock Golem camp is going to fall eventually, and this might give the turn shift in level 3. It should, unless the Farseer steals way more experience than it was programmed to do. But yep, level 3 on the turn chieftain. Does look like he got himself the level 2 shockwave. So 3-3 versus, I believe it's still 3-2. No, it's 3-3. Alright, it's gonna be 4-3 soon for Infi, but yeah. So it looks like the right side Ogre Magi camp is going to be cleared out. Are we going to have a couple of militia start moving out? Does not look like it. Just fortifying his base a little more. Adept training for the sorceresses, I believe, were just completed, so I believe that is invisibility available for them. Alright, this is where orcs shine a little brighter, when they have those raiders and have started pillaging. Do they have pillage? No, they do not. So they don't have pillage. They don't exactly benefit as much as they would if they attack those buildings with the raiders and grunts, but oh well. There we go with a nice shockwave right there, dealing quite a bit of damage to those militia. The spellbreakers are out though, so they will be able to withstand the magic damage coming out from the duo hero. But yeah, these Spirit Walkers need to be a little careful when casting their Spirit Links, because it will be quickly stolen by the autocast of these spell steals from those spellbreakers. What they need to do is just quickly take down the spellbreakers themselves. So right now the Spirit Walker is just there for the disenchant. You can see immediately the Quillbeast that came out was instantly taken down. Anyway, we did have a chain lightning into a shockwave, so I guess you could call it a chain wave. There we go with another shockwave coming out, another chain lightning as well. Lots of area effect damage is jumping around against Infi right now, and it does look like Infi has managed to push Fly away, despite the incredible amount of AoE damage. Yeah, I think Infi just has more. 39 versus 48. Does not, apparently Infi does not have more, but
a player's forces are under attack.
I don't know, it might have been because the heroes were running out of juice and the advantage would not have been maintained, and worse comes to worse, it could have been lost. So yeah, I guess measured takes from Fly, just retreating when he has to, although his base is being constantly harassed by these cool beasts. We have, I hope, because I have seen, on this channel at least, how devastating invisible summon units can be against Orc Burrows. I mean, Orc Burrows literally have two enemies, Cool Beast and a Water Elemental. Others are pretty much like nothing compared to these two summon units. Having only one peon repairing this thing is not enough. At least two, possibly even three. And Farseer came a little too late because the Cool Beast has now timed out. Oh, here we go. TP Scroll is going to be used from Infi. Very nicely done for Fly to actually come in at the right time and maybe steal this Rock Golem camp. Although the Turn Chieftain did waste a little bit of mana in that Shockwave, used a little late, will be able to benefit from the double items dropped by the Rock Golem. Perhaps even the item he wants, which is going to be either a greater potion of healing or a greater potion of mana. It is going to be a greater potion of mana and +3 agility. So +3 agility and +3 strength has been dropped. The Farseer is now here. I believe should give one of those scrolls of healing to him. And maybe the Farseer just pick up those units. But once again, some units are going to be rather annoying, cancelling not only one burrow but also destroying another. Here comes the elemental number 2 as well to try and offer his own tricks. And lots of units over here on the top of the map. We are going to have this camp cleared out. Very tired right now. Don't know why. Wow, that is going to be Fly's second last Orc Burrow. That is a lot of infrastructure being destroyed. Oh, there we go with the Shockwave. It is going to deal a lot of damage, able to destroy a farm as well. Maybe revenge for those Orc Burrows. We are going to have a Thunderhawk. It's an invisible Thunderhawk as well, so will be rather troublesome if it joins the battle. We are going to have the Archmage casting Blizzard. Interesting. Because he probably still has his elementals. Or it completely could not. I don't know, but we do have level 2 Brilliance, or I believe maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't level 1 Blizzard. Maybe that was level 3 and he just retrained with the tome. As you can see right now, 42 supply for Fly, but he can only support 20. He needs to build at least 2 more on top of this one, and the Thunderhawk has started to attack. Thankfully this Thunderhawk is not going to last very long. Ensnare is going to be used, but the Thunderhawk is going to time out. And once again, just a little bit of damage dealt, but a lot of time wasted for Fly. Frenzy Beast and Hawks revealing themselves to the Orc army is going to force them to, I guess, focus on them instead of sieging. And I believe Fly has been had. Is he going for a race? I don't think he can win this one because his base has been destroyed a little ahead of schedule compared to Infi's. Pillage is going to be researched. As you can see, their resources are now going to pile up, including lumber. And surprisingly enough, Infi is scared. Compared to, I guess, instead of destroying his opponent's base, he is scared of losing his own. Maybe he's scared of the siege damage provided by those raiders. Maybe he's scared that there might be a plan B, and that results in Fly being alright with the trade. But I don't know, he just didn't take the risk. Infi instead just returned. And ensnares do cancel the blizzard, because technically it is kind of a crowd control, even though it's a rather rare kind or odd kind of crowd control. Ensnare once again being used. Blizzard, I mean, even if it's like 2 or 3 waves down, it is very much worth it because it still deals that still deals a reasonable amount of damage. And as you can see, those raiders, I think they just weren't ready for another blizzard. They didn't have the ensnare available. Invulnerability potion on top as well is just impossible to interrupt because Archmage can no longer be targeted. But most of Infi's base has been destroyed. We are going to have this Farseer potentially be taken down. Archmage taken down before the Farseer, and the Farseer not even taken down. He has been able to TP away with 30 health. Army supply of 16 versus army supply of 29, so Infi could very much just go for the killing blow here, because I mean, Fly can't actually. Ugh, it doesn't look like he can recuperate. He has 3 peons. Enough gold for an orc burrow, but not enough lumber, unfortunately. Who would have thought that lumber would be the problematic resource for Fly? And unfortunately, he can't get lumber anymore unless he harvests it at base, because pillage is unavailable to these kind of units. Spirit Walker can't proc pillage, wolves can't proc spirit pillage, neither can the heroes, I think. So really unfortunate for Fly to be in this situation. Wolves were able to kill off those units right there, but wolves were able to be spotted by the hawk, obviously. Anyway, more wolves once again are going to try and make something happen here. Meanwhile, the summon units once again are moving back to Fly's base because they absolutely love that place. They want to work up a lot more than, I mean, they're used to just destroying. Speed Scroll being used, Spirit Walker has been taken down. It's literally just down to the double orc player or orc heroes, and this Torrent Chieftain is very close to leveling up. If he gets that and get reincarnation, he is going to be alright with it, I think. So the Spellbreaker was able to give that Torrent Chieftain level 6. You can very much see how much Infi doesn't care anymore about this Torrent Chieftain. He wants to get that Farseer instead. But the Farseer can't run away. He cannot run away with the constant slows coming out, and he will be taken down. Killing the Torrent Chieftain might be a little counterproductive because they'll just bring him back to full health. I believe full mana as well. Yeah, it is full mana and full health. Let's see what this Torrent Chieftain can do. He did a fair amount of damage against that Archmage, and Fly is just tunnel visioning now. He is not caring about anything else. They will go with a very good shockwave, able to kill off a single sorceress. Has this game seriously come down to the very last units? It looks like it has. And Torrent Chieftain is running away. Despite having full health, full mana, he is forced to run away. Is able to use a healing salve, was not able to, oh, he did pick up a clarity potion, but the Thunderhawk is going to be an absolutely annoying pest. He is going to cancel the regeneration. Maybe. There it is. And a lot of hard work has just been lost. Not sure about this game now. It's really hard to tell if these guys are playing serious at all, but I honestly think Infi does have the edge because he does have an Archmage, he does have a Beastmaster. level 6 Archmage, so we do not have mass teleport, which is rather surprising. But either way, we have level 1 Blizzard, we have level 3 Elementals, and level 3 Brilliance, level 2 Brilliance Aura. No ultimate ability, compared to the Tauren Chieftain, who, if he waits long enough, he will get his reincarnation back. But he himself cannot take down an entire base. If he can kill these peasants off, maybe. But with this upcoming sorceress coming out, it's gonna make the TC's life very, very hard, because the sorceresses literally killed off the Farseer. Farseer is reviving as well, so something to note. Fly was able to get enough gold to revive that hero back. Will it be able to last this long? Who knows? I think Infi has the resources to recuperate, and it does look like the Archmage odd that he got there for so quick. He might actually have mass teleport. He could have retrained once again, who knows, but he might have his mass teleport. Anyway, this does not look like it's gonna happen. Farseer's revival was cancelled. Tauren Chieftain, I don't believe he has reincarnation yet. GG from Fly. This is gonna be this rather long best of the 3 series. Ugh. So tired. Anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this game. It was very back and forth, I think. To be honest, when it came down to the last couple of minutes when both players literally had nothing to do but make the most out of their last bit of units, it pretty much went to Infi's hands, because he had 2 heroes that are capable of summoning their own units. And so yeah, the next series is going to be Tho versus FQQ, so let's see how the Unknown will do against a Titan. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.